Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting out war against the Grey. Today's battle report, we are going to be playing Warhammer Underworlds. Now we're going to have a Rivals game, and we're going to use the brand new Rivals decks from the brand new warbands that have come out in Warhammer Underworlds Word Hollow. This is going to be Domitan's Stormcoven and Ephilim's Pandaemonium, the amazing Tzeentch warband, and also some really fantastic Stormcast Eternal miniatures. I want to say a massive thank you to Games Workshop, who sent this out to us early so we could get these games out to you nice and early, as well as we will be doing a bunch of different deck reviews throughout the coming week as well on the channel, and you'll have a variety of different battle reports coming out for this, hopefully against a ton of the warbands from the previous season of the Nullwood season, and some more as well. But with that said, we're going to get into it. Let's get cracking on the two warbands, are as they are, Rivals decks. So let's go see how the table's laid out and get straight into the game. Alright, so the board is all deployed. We've got the objectives, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 over there, all deployed. Then for the Stormcast Eternals, we have Domitan, the Eye of the Storm, in the center there. We also have Lenoa Stratozi and Sarpon, the Cyclone, over there. Ephilim is at the back of the board for the Menagerie. We then have Apotrax, the Starfish. He is over there. Spawnmore is in the middle there. We then have Kindlefinger. And lastly, we have Flamespooler, the weird Tzeentch Zangor magic oddity. That is the entirety of this warband's thing. So we're going to roll and see who's going to have priority. And so we are rolling for priority. This is for the Stormcast. I got 2 supports and a double support. What do you get? So I'll get to go first because I have 2 supports. So first thing is first, we need to go through Ephilim's Pandaemonium plot. This happens at the start of every round. First of all, choose one of your changes, which are pretty much all the fighters that are not Ephilim, and inspire that changer. So who's getting inspired? Starfish?
Yep.
Cool. You then choose one friendly changer and give them a stagger counter. Kindlefinger will get the stagger. You then choose one of your characters, one of your changes again, to get a guard token. It can't be one you picked already, so obviously you can't put this on Starfish anymore or Kindlefinger. So guard token there. And then lastly, you can push the last one of them 1 hex. And that is that. And this happens at the start of every round. Now, note, if he doesn't have for any point, you have to do it in the order we just did. But if you say 2 of these characters were dead, you would only ever do 1 and 2. You wouldn't do 3 and 4. You can't skip, say, 2 to do 3, etc. Alright, first activation for the Stormcast Eternals. We are just going to 1, 2, 3, and 4 and move Sarpon, the Cyclone. Now, we have a cool thing where I effectively can inspire one of my fighters after another friendly fighter is activated. So we will then inspire Stratozi. So we'll now get +1 move to all friendly fighters, and friendly fighters will now have the flying trait as well. When this happens as well for these particular fighters, all other friendly fighters uninspire. However, if there is only one of the Stormcast left on the table, that fighter immediately inspires and can't uninspire. I'm then going to play the Gambit spell here, which is going to be Azerite Halo. See if I can cast it. I successfully do. So you're now -1 dice to target Sarpon the Cyclone now. Alright, so your first activation, Spawnmore, is doing a charge into Sarpon the Cyclone. Alright, needing swords with Spawnmore. Go crit, so... no. Damage? 2, easy. Alright, so after your attack action, I'm then going to play a ploy, which is called Pass the Mantle. I choose a friendly fighter, inspire them, and uninspire all the rest. So I will inspire Sarpon the Cyclone. And then we uninspire her now. And we'll go into my turn. I'm also going to play a ploy called Aura of Power. I choose an enemy fighter that is adjacent to 1 or more friendly fighters, and I stagger them. So I'll stagger Spawnmore. We will then go for an attack into spawn more. That'll be a success. So you need double hammers or a crit in here. Well, yeah. Arrow for you. Nope, that will not. So you take 3 damage for that. Because normally 2, but because you're adjacent to Sarpon, you take a bonus +1 damage. So take 3 and go. Alright, so end of my turn, I will inspire Domitan. And then we will uninspire all other friendly fighters. So he uninspires now. Domitan then, after this fighter's in... no one's within 2 hexes of Domitan, so not going to stagger anyone. And why not? We're going to play Electrokinesis on Domitan. This is an attack action. He gets pushed back 2 on it. And during this attack action, after you drive backstep, I can stagger each enemy fighter within 1 hex of the fighter. Also, just of note, Stephen will score this because I did have one of your changes was taken out of action in that step. Alright, so now it's your activation for the Menagerie. So you've moved up, forget his name, they're all weird names. Flamespool. Or something like that. Whatever his name is, you're rolling for his attack.
Nothing.
Nothing, cool. My activation. So, doing a charge with Domitan there. We'll put a charge check on him in a sec. But we are rolling for an attack with him. We will have 2 dice because we're a level 2 wizard when we're inspired. It's a crit. So your defense.
With my lamprey, I need...
Alright, Stephen's using Grand Scheming, which will stagger my fighter here. We'll stagger Domitan. Cool. You're also spending your point there. This can go on the change of 2 many more. So you now have Grievous 1 on the lamprey there. Also of note, Domitan uninspires and Stratoisi will now inspire instead. Right, the lamprey is going to attack Domitan. So we are going to have this. You are now damage 3 on this. So what do we get? Nothing. Fails. You can re-roll 1 dice here because you are staggered. Oh, well, I am staggered. Cross swords do anything for you?
Yep.
Cool. So I've got my defense. Nothing. So I will take the 3 damage. So Stratoisi, she now has moved 5, so she's moved up with a charge. She's going to attack your starfish with her Azurite Bolt. So going with this, that's a fail for her. She needs things. So nothing there. Your turn. So Lamprey is staggered, but he's now going to attack back into Domitan, who is now inspired. So go for your attack again. 3 dice again. So what you do. Got the crit.
Yep.
I do nothing.
Also got Grievous 1.
Yep, so that is going to take out Domitan. Alright, end phase objectives. I am going to score Knights Triumphant. I score this in the end phase. If each surviving friendly fighter, which all my fighters did, so it doesn't matter which ones are surviving, did the Harness the Ether reaction, which is where I swap who's inspired. And then 2 or more surviving friendly fighters are in enemy or no man's land, so they're both in enemy. So I'm going to score 2 for this. Alright, so priority for round 2. This is for the Stormcast. I got a support, that's it. Zinch. You got a crit, so you will get the rounds. So before that though, top of the round, inspire 1 fighter. And when you do that, Ephilim himself will inspire because 2 of your other friendly fighters are inspired. You then have to stagger 1 of your fighters. You then have to put a block on 1 of your fighters, or guard, whatever you want to call it, and then that one will get pushed. Sorry, our mistake. He doesn't get the push, so he goes back to where he was. So, now it is your first activation, though. Alrighty, Lamprey is going to go into Lenona Stratoisi.
Yes.
Just on the 1, isn't it?
Yep, on 1.
Nope, fail, so it's 3, isn't it?
Damage 2.
Alright, so you're then going to play Extra Teeth, +1 dice and cleave for the first range 1 or range 2 attack made by a friendly fighter in the next activation step. So we're then going to play Celestial Blaze to hopefully try and get some rerolls. So she's just got the 1. Successfully goes off. So she's going to attack the fish. Can reroll. That'll go. And so your defense roll. No, because he needs dodges, so that'll do 2 damage. Cool, you're going to go Boundless Change as an upgrade. So who's this going on?
Flame Spooler.
Flame Spooler, cool. Alright, so Flame Spooler is targeting Sarfon, inspired. That's a crit. That's a crit. So that was lucky, stopped there. I'm going to spend one of my tokens. What are they called? One of my... I forget the name of them. Today's video is brought to you by Baron of Dice, a premium wargaming dice that make your table come alive. Now, if you're looking for some great dice to suit an army you play on the tabletop in a variety of different games, go to Baron of Dice and check out their website. You can also use our discount code down in the video's description, which will help support the channel, but also nab you a cheap little discount. The dice you see pictured here are the official dice for Parabellum's Last Argument of King's Conquest by them as well, which you can find on the Parabellum e-store as well. Glory is the name I keep forgetting. For Herald of the Storm, this is going on Sarfon the Spider. He gets +1 move, but also this really cool reaction where after he makes a successful spell action, I remove one of his charge tokens and replace it with a move token instead, so he can still do attacks and stuff after. So Sarfon Inspired is charging. That'll be 2 successes there. Nothing, so that'll be 2 damage. So I'm then going to play Thundershock, which is a Gambit spell. Successfully cast. You take 1 damage on Flame Spoiler.
Can't I try and block?
So he's going to take a point of damage. And he'll get removed because of that. And so just the last thing, that'll change to a move rather than that. So it'll be your activation now. Alright, so Kindlefinger is charging. So go for it.
Yes.
That'll do. Oh, that's not even the right dice. So only way I survive this is a crit. Nope. So he's going to go down. On note as well, I would have scored this last turn. It's a Surgeon Duel. I got all this, so I score 1 more point. At the same time, Steve will also score this score immediately after an enemy is taken out by a spell attack action. Just going to make a move with Stratoisi Inspired. And then you're just doing that back. So my last one, we're going to go with a charge. So Stratoisi, that'll hit just on 1. They're not the right dice.
No, that.
That's better.
Yep.
Dodges, what need?
Arrows.
I will now score Thunderstruck. I score this in the end phase if 3 or more enemy fighters each have 1 or more wound counters and or are out of action. And so that will be the end of the round. No more scoring for this one. And so priority for the last turn. I got a support, that's it. You got nothing, so I'm going to get the turn. Alright, so Stratoisi is going to just do a spell attack action. So we succeed and crit. So both of those dice were successes. No, so you stop the crit, but you don't stop the other, so that'll be 2 points of damage.
1.
Ah, yes, 1, because this little pesky buggy here reduces all damage by 1. I'm then going to play Lightning Tether. So we now try and roll this. Successfully cast, deal a point of damage to him.
Because I was going
So after that as well, I will immediately scoring arcs. I deal damage and kill someone by spell. So I'm going to get 2 for killing him technically. So I'm just going to play 3 upgrades as well, because why not? I've got the points to spend. Might as well put all the upgrades I can for the rest of the game on her. Go, your turn. So go.
moved and then magic-y attack.
Yeah. Gets
Yeah,
what?
gets it.
No, that's not. So that will kill me.
Yeah.
So yeah, Stratosi is removed with that death. However, there are no cards left that Zeech can actually score. I apparently screwed him over when I killed the starfish. And I have nothing left to score, which means, funnily enough, the only points gathered this turn will be the 2 I got for killing said little fishy. So it'll be 8-4 at the end of the game. And so that is the end of the video. We hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below, letting us know what you enjoyed about the video. Also, if you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our great little community here at Sinful Gaming, we have a Discord server linked down in the video's description. Also, if you'd like to help support the channel, you can do so by one of the following ways, either by going to our Patreon or YouTube members, which are linked down in the video's description, grabbing yourself some merch from Teespring or Ko-fi stores, also linked down in the video's description, or by helping us by purchasing something through one of our channel sponsors with our discount codes, again, linked in the video's description. Now, as a special thank you to all our supporters, we'd like to give a shout out to all our Patrons and YouTube members. So thank you to our Patrons, Christian Witt, Soren, Candy Lyle, Alderan Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Cure Dynamic, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Dovemir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Benjamin Swallows, Redmine, Iron Grinch, Colblind Magic, Grimscold, and Andy C. And to our YouTube members, Green Roots Gaming, Ronya, Lockloric, The Johnny 84, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Revenar, Pink Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, Monty Tabletop Terrain, Davis Weird, James Tillman, Gargamel196, Disco, and John Castle. A special thanks as well to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork for the channel, and indeed to everyone who helps not only run our Discord, the Facebook groups we run as well, but also comes, joins, and plays in the games on the channel that you see as well. Thank you all once again for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.